Hey ladies, so we have our next Sisterhood session happening tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Queensland time. So that would be 7 a.m. for anyone who's in New South Wales, Victoria. And you can do the conversions for anywhere else in the world or Australia. So I'm really excited about tomorrow's session because it's going to be it's basically a feminine balance. Now, the number one thing that I find is the cause of underlying hormonal imbalances, PMS, and all those really common reproductive disorders like your PCOS, your endo. They have a massive component, energetic component, and that is women that are too in their masculine. And it's a really, really common phenomenon, right? Because we live in such a busy, fast-paced life. We're not taught how to really feel safe and honor and celebrate our feminine because of the pressures of society and our go-getter life. You know, we have a million and one things on our to-do list. We get caught up in the trying to achieve, trying to compare ourselves, and this whole toxic feminine picture that is absolutely going on in the world. And it goes both ways, toxic masculine as well. But we get caught in this keeping our heart closed, keeping one eye open, really not relaxing into our soft feminine. And the feminine is a beautiful place to be. That is where we create from. That is where we manifest from. That is where we heal from. That is where we open our heart and share love and heal the planet, heal the world, heal our lives. As a female, if we are not in our feminine, it is impossible to have deep, soulful connections with your masculine partner, because we've got two masculine entities there trying to do this, and we just don't have that same beautiful flow of masculine and feminine energy. So if you feel like you've been in your masculine a bit too much with all your things to do, running around after a household, organizing children, trying to work, trying to create a business, trying to keep the house afloat, and we're go, 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 rush, 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 we are making decisions from a masculine brain, and that's more on survival, okay? And of course, there's times where that's necessary. But if you're not flowing back into your feminine on a regular basis, like I said, we cannot manifest, we cannot create, we cannot heal. Your adrenals are going to be shot, okay? And adrenal fatigue is one of the most common things that we see also in the work as a hormone specialist. So this is a beautiful little healing. It will be anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, keeping in mind that it is the morning and you guys are busy running around getting children organized. But it's going to be a beautiful healing via Zoom. We're going to do some movement, all the beautiful tricks and things to get you back into your feminine, open that heart again. I will talk you through a guided cacao process as well. So it's not a traditional cacao ceremony. We're just going to utilize cacao in the process of what we're doing with healing and rebalancing our feminine. We're going to help you connect with your intuition, which is going to help you understand where you're actually falling out of your feminine and doing masculine things, because quite often we're not even aware we're in our masculine, right? So we're going to teach you that. That's going to be the intellectual learning, technical side of things that we start with. So you need to prepare your cacao yourself at home. If you don't have cacao in this last minute, I would definitely recommend getting some. For anyone who lives local on the Sunshine Coast, obviously I provide it, but you can buy it online. If in the short term, if you don't have cacao, but you'd still love to be a part of the healing, that's absolutely fine. You can use like your cacao powder. It is very, very, very different to ceremonial grade pure cacao. The cacao powder has been heat treated and has all the lovely feeling fats removed from it, so it doesn't have that same therapeutic action. It's not as high in the theobromine, which is the medicine which really opens our heart center and gets that energy moving through our body, but it will do for now. So to prepare your cacao, also, I'm sure you've already done that, but just make sure you start that 10 to 15 minutes before our 6 a.m. start, and you really want to surrender into your feminine while you're doing that. Don't be in rush, go. Put some music in your earphones and just really give love to the cacao as you're making it. So it's going to be an awesome session. You'll see the link there to sign up and do it. The exchange is $11.11. And I would love to see any of you on there. This is the inner work. This is the work that gets your hormones balanced, the emotional, energetic stuff. And I highly recommend. I've been committing to these practices for the last few years. This is why I have created the life of my dreams, my beautiful, perfect, loving partnership with my partner, the business of my dreams. And I'm not saying I still don't have work to do. It's always an ever-evolving journey, but I'm committing to these sorts of works, the breath works, the cacao ceremonies, the embodiment dance, all the things that I'm sharing with you guys over the Sisterhood session. So if it interests you, check out the link. I'd love to have you join via Zoom tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Queensland time. And if this sort of is something that intrigues you, but you're like, oh, I'm too busy, and you need it more than anyone else, because we can get very much stuck in that story, I'm too busy, and not making time for you and your inner journey and your healing. And that's how life becomes out of your control. That's how life just starts throwing up for you and everything's going wrong and we're disconnected. We're not taking responsibility for what we're consciously creating in our world. And it just becomes a shit show and you're miserable, and then you become more and more disconnected from your partner. So these are the beautiful little 30, 45-minute sessions that I'm offering to help bring you back to your heart, bring you back to your womb, reconnect you with your hormones, your higher self, your intuition, so that you can really be that manifesting genius that you are. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Chat soon. Mwah.